Okay, welcome to my basic introduction in construction and Second Life. Just a little word to the wise, this is quite possibly the world's most basic Second Life tutorial. Why create something so basic? Well, this tutorial was designed specifically for older netizens. We do have a population of citizens who are interested in technology and certainly can benefit from its social aspects, who maybe haven't had the historical background in technology in order to perform at that level in an online environment. It's also for the non-technologically inclined individuals who maybe have had access to technology but haven't really been able to use it in the way that they would like. It's also for new Second Life citizens with no virtual environment or online gaming experience, as well as individuals who feel lost in virtual. So join me for a tutorial in basic Prim creation. We're going to begin the construction portion of this tutorial by choosing the Build button from the bottom of the screen. As you select this option, you'll notice that to the left-hand side, a dialog box will appear that allows you to choose from Focus, Move, Edit, Create, or Land. Make sure that Create is selected and that also the square is selected as your shape of choice. Once you've done this, move your cursor to an area of land near you and click once. You'll notice that as you do this, your Prim will appear. Once your Prim appears on screen, you'll notice that you have the option of moving your Prim in a variety of directions. If you take another look at the menu box on the left-hand side of the screen, you'll notice that you can alter the item's position, rotation, you can stretch the item, or you can select textures for this item. These are the four things that we'll be focusing on for the moment. The first Prim manipulation tool that we will be using is the Position tool. The Position tool is automatically selected for us when we create our Prim, and it's indicated over on the left-hand side in our menu box. With the Position tool, we can click and hold on either one of these differently colored cones and move our Prim in each axis direction. The second Prim manipulation tool we'll look at is the Rotate tool. This option is located just under the Position option that we have just selected to experiment with this Prim. So over on the left-hand side, again in the menu box, just under Position is the option to rotate the item. Go ahead and select Rotate and notice that as you do so, the different axis points on your Prim will change to rotation points. The rotation points, or wheels, that now exist surrounding your Prim act in the same manner as the position points that you used earlier. As you mouse over them, they highlight, and you may select any of these by clicking and dragging the mouse. And as you drag the mouse in either direction along this curve, your Prim will rotate. Remember that if you find it helpful, you can use the arrow keys on your keyboard to change your perspective on your Prim. The next tool available to us is the Stretching tool. This is located in the menu box to the left in the same section as the Position and Rotate tools that we've already used. When you select the Stretch tool, you'll notice that the rotation points on your Prim change to contact points. The contact points for the Stretching tool work much in the same manner as the Position and Rotate points did for those tool menu items. So we can select any of these differently colored contact points and change the shape of the item by stretching it in a particular direction. One of the most helpful Prim shapes is the standard flat square. This is a great shape and size for texturing. Okay, so I've moved my avatar a little bit closer to the Prim that I've positioned, rotated, and stretched. The reason for doing this is that we're now going to go ahead and texture this item, and sometimes it takes a little bit better perspective to ensure that the Prim looks okay once it's been textured. The final Prim manipulation tool we'll be looking at is the Texture tool. In the same menu box that we've been using, just under the Stretch tool that we used, click Select Texture. Once you've clicked Select Texture, go down to the tabs that you see across the bottom and select the Texture tab. This will bring up the option of texturing your item with a different material and a different color. Move your mouse to the Texture section of the Texture tab. Click on the texture in order to change the material. For now, we're going to choose blank. Go ahead and click it once, and it will change to white. You can then move over and say Select. To add color to your Prim, move to the Color section on the right and click once to open the color palette. You can choose from any of the colors below, or create your own hue by selecting a color and moving the slider on the right up or down. Be sure to save your selection by clicking Select. We've covered the most basic aspects of Prim creation. We haven't gone into anything too technical, and we didn't get into anything too advanced. So you're going to want to practice your Prim creation over and over again so that you can advance and construct more sophisticated items in Second Life. But for now, this is a very good start, and I encourage you to practice and tinker and play as much as possible.